Hey, what's going on, good people? Welcome to Russ Can't Fly. Student pilots, please don't quit. So I'll still have Upload Friday, but I had to do this video because I was talking to this brother, Anderson Huggins. You'll hear more about him because he's got some pretty amazing aviation apparel. You'll be seeing that pretty soon. And it was confirmed I had to do this video when I was watching a YouTube channel, One Dog Geek. He is a student pilot. He's about to do his check ride. And this idea about student pilot frustration and student pilots quitting, I was like, I have to make this video and do my special Upload Wednesday, midweek edition based on this, because I cannot fathom being in this community and not doing my part to make sure that student pilots don't feel that they are supported and that they should not give up. Now I'm going to give you 3 things to think about, 3 things that you can do to help you not want to quit your flight training. It breaks my heart to see student pilots give up, and I definitely want to do everything I can to keep people on track. Yes, it is extremely frustrating to be a student pilot. Between the airplanes breaking down, between your CFI not being available, the weather not cooperating, the flight school being busy, COVID, who knew we would be in this pandemic? All these things working against you, including your own health and your own issues that sometimes arise that keep you from being able to continue your flight training. And it is absolutely frustrating. It feels like you want to lose your mind and you want to quit, but don't. So 3 reasons, 3 ways to keep yourself from quitting. Okay, so the first thing to think about is you have an incredible support network. Now, you probably have a family member or somebody who is absolutely cheering for you. They know your story. They saw the first time you looked in the sky and saw an airplane. They saw that little twinkle in your eye. They see the way your heart beats in your chest. They hear the way you talk about. That person is definitely cheering you on every day and wants to see you succeed. But that's not the only person. You have a huge support network out here, me included. This entire channel was developed for you, so that you could see exactly what I was going through from beginning to end. And if you've been on this journey with me, you've known that this has taken me 2 years from beginning to getting my actual private pilot's license. And you saw all the ups and downs, the bad and good, the ugly, and in between. So not only is this channel a support network for you, there are so many other pilots that would be willing to have a conversation with you, to tell you their stories about how they were frustrated. Trust me, you're not the only one that has gone through this, and so please use your support network. And just know that I am here. I really am. If you are feeling like you are about to give up just before you do, please reach out to me on this Russ Can Fly YouTube, or hit me up on Instagram at RussKid. Leave a note in there, and if we have to, we will trade phone numbers and we will have a conversation. If you have 10 hours, 5 hours, 2 hours of flight time, you're already on your way. Yes, I can understand if money becomes an issue, because money is a tool that you absolutely need in order to make this thing happen. So yes, I can understand if there's a financial constraint. I understand that. But even then, figure it out, make it happen. Beg, borrow, do not steal. But do what you have to get the resources you need, because this is something deep in your heart and you want to do it, use your network. Reach out to the AOPA, reach out to the Black Pilots of America, reach out to all of these various flight schools and flight clubs and institutions. They want to see you succeed as well, and they will try to help you figure it out. But like I said, if you think that you are about to give up and throw in the towel and you just need someone to talk to, I am here. Do not give up. Use your support network. So the second thing I want you to be aware of out of the three is that you are not alone. You really aren't. Everyone who has become a pilot, for the most part, unless you're just one of those real lucky people who's got $1 bazillion and you own your own fleet of aircraft and you've been able to pick this up and the weather always seems to turn nice as soon as you open your eyes, and there's nothing ever wrong with your plane, there's nothing ever wrong with your trainer, and there's nothing ever wrong with you, then no big deal. But everyone that I've talked to, including myself, has been through what you're feeling right now. It is not easy, but the whole thing about it is that's what makes it so sweet, because you are gonna get on the other side of what's happening to you now. If you don't remember, I'm gonna post 2 videos. There was one video, and that's up there now, frustrated. Watch that video. It was at that point that I was extremely frustrated with this whole flight journey. I was like, you know what? Are you kidding me? This is crazy. Now, if that's not enough for you, there's another video I'm gonna post up there, and it's gonna flash right now, called Setback. I had made all this great progress, COVID hits, and now I'm starting from the beginning. It's crazy, trust me. So I definitely understand. But Russ, you have your private pilot's license. Gotta wait. And isn't that funny? Tempo to you! And because I know you're not alone, and because I know that there's others who have gone through this, reach out to any pilot, me included. Don't just take my word for it. You're not alone. Talk to any pilot. When you're getting ready to fly commercially, if you see a pilot there, tell them, look, I'm feeling frustrated, and this crazy dude named Russ Can Fly said that I should talk to you about my frustrations. And I'm telling you, they will tell you a story, I'm sure, about how they too were frustrated during their flight training. It just seems to be par for the course. So don't give up. You are not alone. We have all gone through this, trust me. And you know, I'm telling you, if you look on YouTube, there are so many videos about why student pilots quit and student pilots quitting and all that kind of stuff. Those videos exist because student pilots do quit, because it is so tough to get your private pilot license. It is not easy. So what you're going through is not unique. You are not alone at all. So please, ma'am, please, sir, do not give up. You're not alone. Press on. All right, so third and final thing to think about is I want you to go back to the beginning. Go back to the first time you fell in love with aviation. Remember where you were, what you saw, what you were doing the first time this aviation thing jumped on you. What happened? Where were you? What were you doing? Who were you with? I can remember so clearly the first time I saw an airplane flying, and it just caught me. I remember the first time I took my first discovery flight and was scared to death. I remember the second time I took a discovery flight and just the sheer joy that I felt. Tanker truck backing up. But anyway, not to be interrupted, but I just remember that pure joy of my hands on the controls and seeing those avionics in front of me, and not knowing what any of that stuff was for, and thinking to myself, one day I'm gonna be able to be on these controls and understand what's in front of me, and I'm gonna have the opportunity to share the sheer exhilaration of taking off in an airplane, going up to, 3,000, 4,000, 10,000 feet, and be able to share this incredible thing we call general aviation with others. I have to admit that there were times where I thought I would never see that dream come true. But I will admit, every now and then when I myself really thought about quitting, I go back to that time where I was right here at Wings Field, and I was in that Cessna 172, and we were coming into land on runway 6, and I was scared to death because the plane was rocking and I wasn't used to all of that motion, and I was even a little motion sick at the time. And I just remembered, how that felt. And so when I thought about giving up on that dream and one day taking my wife up, or taking her to another airport where we can, fly and go to lunch, or, and this is my absolute dream, I want to fly my wife for one of our anniversaries from here to Martha's Vineyard, chill, and then come back. That's gangster. I mean, come on. I mean, come on. And so those are the things that I would go back to and hang on. And I would tell her that, babe, I'm frustrated. I just, they keep jerking me around with these airplanes and they keep breaking down, and, I can't schedule, and I'm competing with all these people. And she would say, baby, it's okay. Just hang in there. And I would look at her and I would think about this thing that we are going to do, where I'm going to be able to take my baby to Martha's Vineyard, land, chill, maybe spend a night or two, and then fly back. And that was just, I would just be fortified. I would just be like, okay, no, come on, you gotta hang in there, you gotta keep going. So please don't give up. Hang in there. Yes, it's hard. Yes, sometimes it is very defeating. Yes, sometimes you have a lesson and you're just like, why am I doing this? That flight sucked. I'm not learning. I've plateaued. I can't press through. There's something with the round out and flare. I'm not able to do this steep bank turn. We've all been there. So do not give up. And I mean it. As I conclude this video, I am serious, because I don't want you to give up because at least somebody didn't at least try to talk you out of it. I am so glad that all of those challenges, including the pandemic, did not stop me or did not deter me from getting my pilot's license. And as you will see in the Friday upload, I do an amazing flight to Amish country. And yes, I'm giving a preview of this Friday's upload Friday. But it's that when you see how beautiful that country is, and and the plane and all the stuff I get to do, all of that sacrifice, all of that pain, all of that suffering, all that frustration, and all of the resources expended were absolutely worth it. So please hang in there. Don't give up. All right? So this is Russ Kid. Russ can fly. You can fly. You can do it. Don't give up. Stay in the game. All right? Take care. Mad love. Peace.